Hey lovelies, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, my name's Lena. I upload randomly throughout the week, so click that notification bell to be up to date. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but I was supposed to be doing another year without heat. I haven't had heat on my hair since May, I think, like since around the time I gave birth. She just straightened my hair. I didn't really ask her to do it. She just did it, which was cool because it really gave me an idea of how long my hair has grown. I don't have any heating tools besides a blow dryer, and I don't really feel like blow drying this out, so whenever this gets curly, it's just gonna get curly because I'm not gonna re-straighten it. Anyways, I did not come here to talk to you guys about my hair. Okay. I came to tell you guys that Tootz and me are just not working. It really sucks because I really wanted to have this job. I actually really need this job, but it's just not working out. There's a video where I'm like vlogging and I'm really excited about working at Tootz. Like I'm praying up and down that I get this job because I was on maternity leave for so and so many weeks and I was jobless and I needed money to pay for my car note. Got the job as soon as I walked in there and it was great. I was getting a job, I was finna make some shmoney, and no. First off, before I get into the dirty details, the money at Tootz is just not that great. I don't care how you put it. I feel like I'm a really good server. I've learned a lot at Tootz, more than what I learned at Hooters. I learned more hospitality rules. I learned more about checking on your tables, not making it awkward. Like, you don't have to make it awkward. I really grew as a server, and I did make money, but it just wasn't enough for me. That might sound very like bougie, but if I work a double, I should be leaving with $200-300. But no honey, at Tootz, you may leave with $180, which isn't bad, but I can't help but compare Tootz to Hooters. And when I worked at Hooters, if I worked a double, your girl was not leaving with less than $200, and $200 was the minimum. If I didn't reach $200, that was a bad night, and that did not happen often. Like, if I didn't make $200 a day, it was an issue. At Tootz, I have to work 4 to 5 days a week just to make my car note. At Hooters, I could work 2 days and have my car note, work another 2 days, have my rent. I know it's not the same place, I know it's not the same type of environment, I know it's not the same type of customers, but come on, you know, I'm trying to get this money. Especially me, because I have a daughter to take care of. I'm trying to get an apartment, I'm trying to go back to school. Like, I don't have time to play around. I do not have time for any of these games. Anywhere you go, obviously you're gonna get stiffed, but I just feel like for the service that I'm giving you, I should be getting more. Like, it's just ridiculous. And it's not even the tables. Like, I have really nice tables most of the time, but it's the amount of tables I have. At Tootz, they only give you like 3 to 4 tables. Some nights you'll literally only have 3. And sometimes those tables don't turn. So you're just sitting there and they're just sitting there. And they may give you like a $20 tip, which is really nice. But then if you only have 7 tables all day, it's like, was it worth it? Secondly, there's just so many issues. I was working a double on a Sunday, right? And I was on the back patio, which is all booths, and I was completely fine with it. I was like, whatever, cool. I like booths. But a party of like 40 or 50 came in right when we opened, and the manager told them to sit here, here, and here, which was like not in my section whatsoever. And then they decided to sit halfway in my section and halfway in the other girl's section. And the manager didn't say squat about it. So I only had 1 table because they took up 2 of my tables, and I only had 3 tables. I only had 1 table. I did not get set for 2 hours. 2 whole hours. I was not allowed to leave. I was not allowed to clock in as a trainer or like getting paid minimum wage or whatever. I found that very shady. Like, I don't understand why the manager couldn't have just walked over there, told them to politely move, or if you are gonna sit in my section, then you need to tip me too. And that might seem very bougie, but I need my money. I'm not working for free. I was literally standing around running food, doing side work, and that's all I was doing for 2 hours, which is great. You know, I need to run food and do my side work, but that's all I was doing for 2 hours. Another thing I don't like about Tootz is that they don't have a seating chart. So at Hooters, all of the girls' names would be written down vertically, and then the hostess would like say greetings, blah, 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 to the people who came in. So basically, a customer would come in, the hostess would take them to their seat, and it would be in your section. Then it would be in the next girl's section, and the next girl's section, and the next girl's section. section, and so on and so forth, and you get the idea. So there's no possible way you can get triple, quadruple, double set ever unless you're the only person with a section that has room or that accommodates for them. For example, they want a booth, nobody else has a booth open, you just got set, but they want a booth. So you're gonna get double set because they want a booth and you're the only girl with a booth. But that would be like the only situation where you would get double set, triple set, quadruple set. You know, otherwise it's impossible because there's a row of girls and then lines of where you've been set, and it just goes down the line. Down the line. There's no possible way you can get double, quadruple, triple set, okay? But at Tootz, the people can just come in and sit wherever they want. Unless they have a party of like 30, then the hosts have to figure out how to put all the tables together and whatnot. That's very frustrating because I don't feel like I should be able to be double set, quadruple set, triple set, and then it's not fair for the next girl to be double set, quadruple set, triple set, because that's not fair for me. Like, all the people coming in are sitting in your section and I haven't had a table in 30 minutes. Like, that's not fair. That's making it to where I'm not making money. I don't know. I know life isn't fair, but there's just not a system at Tootz, and I just don't understand it coming from somewhere where there was a system. Literally. I mean, it worked. I even brought it up to one of the managers and I was like, hey, why don't we have this? And they were like, oh, that's a really good idea. But never took into consideration what I said, never thought to make the idea a possibility. If it was such a good idea, why couldn't we have implemented it? Now to the deep and dirty details. Okay, so a couple of nights ago, I was working on the back patio, and usually when you work on the back patio, it gets cut first. So you'll leave at least by 10:30, 11 at the latest. It was a Saturday. I noticed that I was still there and nobody had said cut yet around 10:30, and I was just like, bro, you know, I'm so exhausted. I just want to go home. I'm not making any money. I hadn't had a table in like 45 minutes and I was just ready to go. All my stuff was done. I was just ready to leave. And so I was like telling that to one of my coworkers. A couple of the managers overheard what I was saying, and I guess they felt some type of way that I wanted to leave. Another thing that I did that I guess pissed the managers off was I had a styrofoam cup full of coffee in my little cubby locker thing in the little server station, and the manager was in the kitchen and he could see me and he was like,
you know we're not allowed to have styrofoam cups in the lockers, right?
And I was like, oh no, I didn't know that. He was like,
yeah, okay, throw it away.
And I was just like,
excuse me, bitch?
That was not the way to do it. If you're going to be a manager, you need to learn how to speak to people. Number one, I wouldn't have done something if I knew I wasn't allowed to do it. I'm 21 years old. Why do I have to break rules? You know what I'm saying? I'm here to work. I'm here to make money. I have a child I have to take care of, period. He should have said, you know, Alena, we're not allowed to do that. Could you please take it to the back? That would have been very professional and very nice. But no, he got an attitude, told me to throw my coffee away. Y'all, I was working a 14-hour shift, did not get a break whatsoever. I had to ask a girl to watch my section so I could go take a couple bites out of my sandwich, okay? I didn't get a 15, I had a 2-minute break. And I did that for myself because if I wouldn't have done that, I would have felt even worse. I can't explain how I felt. I felt like I was dying. I was being drained of all of my energy. It felt like there was a suction cup in my throat and it was just suctioning out all of my energy and just throwing it away, okay? Literally just vacuuming it out of my body and dispersing it out into the open. Like, that is how tired I was. I had about 400, 300 calories the whole day. I was at work all day, no break. I started complaining to my friend. I was like, I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I haven't made no money. And he was like,
can you cheer up?
I was like, no. Like, let me have my moment. Get out of my conversation. At the end of the night, he pulled my file and wrote me up for having a bad attitude and doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing. I'm sorry, but at Hooters, I could complain to my friends if I wanted to go home. Okay? What does that have to do with you? I wasn't treating my tables like crap. I wasn't treating anyone like crap. I was venting to my coworkers. okay? Riddle me this. Do you really want me to fake smile and fake be happy and not vent behind closed doors? Because if that happens, all of it's just gonna build up inside of me, and then one day I'm just gonna fucking explode, okay? And nobody wants that. I'm not gonna pretend to be happy and look crazy, because that's what really is crazy. Not getting out your emotions, not venting, not saying something, because if you're doing that and you're just like, you're a crazy bitch. He ended up saying, if you don't come into work tomorrow with a smile on your face, you're gonna get suspended, which means you can't work for the next week of your shifts. How am I supposed to be smiling when I'm exhausted? Like, I worked a double that day, and I was supposed to be working a double the next day. And I just wanted to go home. I live 30 minutes away from my job. I wanted to fucking go home. Side note, if I was making money, I would have not felt this way at all. If I had tables, I would have not felt this way at all. I hadn't had a table in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Because we had a small party come in, we needed extra servers to help out. Honey, I tried to go over there and help my friend out. She did not need help. She said, no, I got it. Why were we still there? So they brought me in there and talked to me or whatever, and it was two managers. One was a kitchen manager, one was the actual manager, and the kitchen manager was like, I'm in the same boat as you. That tipped me off. I walked out of that room, and my friend came up to me. She was like, what's wrong? I started crying. Do not have the audacity to tell me that we're in the same boat. You are a male who has no responsibilities to take care of a child. I am a 21-year-old female taking care of a baby all on my own, driving 30 minutes to get to work, running off of 3 hours of sleep, and my 3 hours is a broken 3 hours. You get a full 3 hours because you don't have to wake up in the middle of the night and feed a baby, take care of a baby, think about a baby first. And I'm not complaining, y'all. I love my child. I love doing stuff for her, and I know that I have to feed her, and I know that I have to wake up regardless of how tired I am, regardless of how hungry I am. She is my responsibility. But that's just it. I have more responsibilities than you. I am tired. I'm more tired than you. Don't ever sit here and say,
oh, we're in the same boat. I only get 3 hours of sleep too.
Yeah, okay, you get 3 hours of sleep and you get to wake up and get ready all on your own. You don't have to do anything else but get ready and go to work. I have to get ready. I have to get my baby ready. I have to get everything together. I have to put her in the car seat. I have to turn the car on to make sure it's not too hot or cold for her. I have to think about her first. You think of you and only you. So don't sit here and tell me, oh, we're in the same boat, because no, honey, we're not. Next day rolls around. I'm super happy. I'm feeling rejuvenated. So morning shift went great. Night shift rolls around, and we're having issues again. Now, for the sake of confidentiality, is that how you say that word? I don't even know if that is a word. For the sake of keeping everyone's personal life private, I'm going to use fake names. They're all different managers from the night before. So the guy manager, we'll just say his name is